Hello, I'm going to be showing you how Nearpod can be used in the classroom and how this can be integrated as a use of technology in the classroom. There are several different ways that Nearpod can be used, and I'm going to be showing you some of those ways. It can be used for classroom participation, classroom engagement, teaching lessons, and even assessments for the children. Students can participate in Nearpods as a whole class with you teaching the lesson and individually. They can participate on their own, as a reward or for free time and do some individual work as well. So I'm going to be showing you some of the different ways that Nearpod can be used. So it can be used by creating a lesson. So if you click here, you can either create a lesson, create a video, or create an activity. So I have created an example lesson that I will be showing you. So this first slide that I have made is just used for information for the students. So I just had written down what plants need to grow, and I wrote these 4 things. You can change the type of presentation look that you like, and then I also embedded a quiz into it. So the quiz, I wrote down what do plants need to grow, and the children can select more than one answer and submit their answers. So when you add a new slide, you can either create just a slideshow with information, or you can create an activity or do an interactive activity, but some of these include a quiz or drawing something, filling the blank, memory test, matching pairs, and things like this for the students to use and for you to assess their knowledge. So if I were to embed a quiz like I have, I would add this. And I can type in something right here, and then I can create my own answers. And so if I were to preview this lesson, this is what it would look like. So it would show this, and then the student can hit next, and then it shows quiz. And they would be able to select more than one answer for these. And then they can submit their answers. They can go at their own pace if you want them to, or you could be in charge, and there is a student view that I will show you in a little bit. If you were to create a video for your students to watch, Nearpod has this amazing feature where there are so many videos that can be used already to teach children things. So you could select a subject that you wanted, such as math, for, let's say you were teaching a 2nd grade classroom. You could do math for a 2nd grade level, and there are many videos for you to choose from that Nearpod has already created, and you can embed a video in that way. Going back, let's see if it'll go back. Maybe it won't. I have to go back home. These are some of the ways that Nearpod can be used. To view, let's see, I'll save these changes. It's taking a little bit to load. But there are different ways for students to view the Nearpod lesson that you have created, like I have said. It can be student-paced or a live participation. So that is kind of what I was saying. If you do a live participation, the teacher is the one who selects the slides, and it can freeze all the students' devices, or the student pace can go at their own pace. And so this can be used in several different ways throughout the classroom if the student has a device, or they could share with their partner and do some group work with this and participate in activities and just participate in the lessons. It's a really engaging way to use technology. The student just puts in the code that is provided, and it's all free as well. It's a free website for teachers to use and get started with, and also free for the students to use as well if they just put in the code. And so this would be a great way to integrate technology. There are many benefits that I've seen as I've played around with Nearpod and have created some of my own things as well, and I hope to use this in the future.